Hello, everybody. Ralph Ventre here at NEC headquarters, ready for our weekly football Google Hangout. In just a few moments, we'll be joined by one of the NEC's sack masters. Jeff Covitz led the NEC with 10 sacks in 2013. He picked up another half sack last Thursday night. He finished with 2.5 tackles for a loss. Most importantly, his Bryant Bulldogs are 1-0 after week 1. Of course, that's because of a 13-7 win at CAA member Stony Brook. We'll welcome Jeff in just a moment. I need to remind you, though, that today's Google Hangout is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com. And now for the star of today's show, I need to welcome in Jeff Covitz. Jeff, welcome to the program. How do you feel on this Thursday, game week, 2 days before the home opener, your senior season?
We're feeling great. We're feeling very excited for the home opener, and we think we're going to have a very good season after where we started against Stony Brook, and we're just looking forward to the next game, which is the most important game.
Now, you mentioned Stony Brook. I mentioned it in the introduction. I actually heard Coach Fine talking about the Stony Brook win Monday on his radio show, and he said something to the effect of, you know, the Stony Brook win was great. We're proud of everyone in our program for this accomplishment, but it is only one of 12 games, and, you know, beating Stony Brook wasn't exactly our main goal heading into the season. What are the Bulldogs' main goals for the 2014 campaign?
Our main goals really are to focus on one game at a time and to attack one game at a time, 1 week at a time. And obviously we want to earn a winning season. And if we earn a winning season, we'll be able to play longer into the November and December. But right now we're really focused on one week at a time, one game at a time. And that's really our main goal from week to week.
Now, that's the team outlook right there. From what I've heard about you, you are a team-oriented guy. You're a team-first guy. But individually, do you have any goals for yourself, being that this is going to be your last year wearing the black and gold?
Yeah, I want to be the best player I can be, the best teammate, the best captain, and the best mentor to all the younger guys that we have on the team and the guys, the juniors and the sophomores, who are still trying to work their way up in the program and try to have great seasons as well. I want to be the best mentor, the best person, the best captain I can be for our team. And I think coupled with that, I think I can have a really good senior season if I can accomplish all those personal goals.
You mentioned the younger guys, your teammates. I want to get a little more specific now. I know that Sam Salmons, a linebacker, is a big part of what you guys do on defense. What does Sam mean to the unit? And also, who are some of the other pieces that you really enjoy playing with?
Yeah, Sam is a fabulous player. He's a fifth-year senior, so he's been around the program for a few years. He really knows what he's doing at linebacker, and he's a good force on the defense as well. Matika Nwanakezi, another fifth-year senior at defensive end, fabulous player, really hard-working guy. And he's a guy that a lot of people look up to. And as well, in the middle, Bryant, the senior, who stepped up and was playing nose guard for us. Very hard-working kid. He made a transition from offensive line to defensive line in the spring, and all of his hard work has paid off, and he's playing very well. And then in addition, Patrick Kenny, Marquise Watson at linebackers, Bobby Rutland and Sebastian Amity at our safeties, both seniors, Michael Johnson, another fifth-year senior at cornerback, and Aaron Gilmer and Brandon Dagnesis at the other cornerback position. So we have a lot of guys who are contributing, and we're a very tight-knit group. So I'm very excited about the upcoming year with our defense.
Yeah, obviously, I got to see a little bit of the Stony Brook game, and then I scoured over the box score and play-by-play afterwards, and it did appear to be a complete team defensive effort. Anytime you hold a team to 8 first downs and fewer than 200 yards of total offense, and anytime you do that on the road, obviously you need a whole team effort to get that done. Looking more at the defense, about the style of play and your style of play in particular, everyone knows you led the NEC with 10 sacks last year. We mentioned your prowess as a pass rusher, but we all know what makes a complete all-star defensive end is the ability to play the run. And how do you see yourself as a run defender?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you definitely have to stop the run first in order to set up the pass defense, but especially as a run defender, you have to be able to stay in your gap, use your hands, and it's a lot about an attitude, a lot about being a tough attitude, hard worker, being able to fight in the trenches, as everyone says, but it's really one up front in the trenches, and to be a good run defender, you just have to have a lot of tough attitude, hard work, and a lot of effort.
Now, sticking with the run theme here, obviously the NEC has had a history of strong running backs. The one thing we have had in these 19 years are a lot of great backs to come through the league. You have played against two of those backs. They're seniors now, Rob Holloman, Kashada Spence, Walter Payton Award candidates. Everyone knows about those guys. But I want to ask you about someone on your team, because Bryant has a pretty good, young, promising back, and he looks pretty strong running the ball out there, Paul Canaveri. What is it like trying to tackle that guy? And I know he's not the only weapon the Bulldogs have back there. What's it like going up against that backfield during practice, especially the big boy Canaveri?
Yeah, I mean, our backfield is very, very talented. They're very hard workers, and Paul is just a big physical back who is a burner. So he's very, very quick, very powerful, as well as Rico McCray. Rico is a great combination of power, speed, agility, and he can definitely make moves in the backfield as well. Michael Perry, another fifth-year senior, is a big bruising back, and pulling it all together with Tyler McIntyre as the fullback, the blocking back, another big bruiser, and Hunter Tout too. So yeah, it's a good combination of speed, power, and agility in the backfield. And it's always good to go against backs that are well-rounded, too. They're not all one speed or power. They have all different types of assets to them.
Now, I'm sure you worry about Bryant first and foremost and the team that you're playing, and you're not looking at what other teams are doing. But I'm sure that, or I would guess, that after the weekend is over, you may take a peek at the NEC standings and at the results of the rest of the games in the NEC. What did you think about Week 1 as a whole for this league?
I think the league did fabulous with all the non-conference games. The way we played other teams, other conferences, and even other divisions was fabulous. And I think the NEC is definitely a conference to be reckoned with. I mean, we play a very good brand of football. And I think we had a very, very good Week 1.
I think that's an understatement to say we had a very good Week 1, but of course we're looking for some more success and to have some more fun in Week 2. And of course that's what you're looking toward now. Saturday's home opener, Merrimack is coming in. We've learned here they're a Division II team, but we've learned that Division II teams can be dangerous. FCS teams playing up against FBS teams can be dangerous. We know that any given Saturday, as they say, they're not going to just come out and hand you the game because you're a Division I team and they're a Division II team. So what are you and your teammates doing to guard against the letdown on Saturday after a big win in Week 1?
Yeah, we're definitely focusing on the Week 1 to Week 2 transition. Usually everyone says the biggest improvement is from Week 1 to Week 2, so we want to get a lot better from our Week 1 to Week 2 performance and cut down a lot of the mistakes we made in our first game and just continue to get better every practice and definitely focus on the next game because it absolutely is the most important one.
And you've given us a lot of great insight on the football program today, Jeff, and Bryant's outlook on the whole. Before I let you go, I have one other question for you. It's actually a two-parted question. Number one, why did you choose Bryant to embark on your college career? Why did you choose Bryant University? And also, what's your favorite part of the campus life up in Smithfield outside of football?
So I chose Bryant because it was a great combination of athletics, academics, social life. When I met the people here, especially the football players when I was getting recruited, they were great guys, and I just felt a connection with them right away, as well as the football program being very, very good, very talented. So it was just a combination of a lot of things, and I'm very happy with the decision. And outside of football, the social life's great. It's good to meet new people, good to get involved in different things. I worked as a radio show host for one of our, at the WJMF radio station at Bryant, outside of football, obviously. And we did a sports talk radio show, and we had a ton of fun with it. And we had all people calling in, wanting to talk sports with us. So that's probably my favorite outside of football activity and the social part was having the radio show, because it was awesome to just talk sports with a bunch of other goals. We had 4 guys doing it, and I think that's been so far the highlight for me.
Are you still doing the radio show this year? And is there any way that the fans can listen to the show or even go back and find some archives on the website? What's the station's website? Is there one? Give it a little plug here.
Yeah, I wish there were some old shows on there, because we had some pretty good debates, but it's wjmfradio.com, and whenever we have a radio show, we usually post on our Facebook page. It's WJMF Radio on Facebook, and we usually post the times that we're airing during the week. We haven't decided yet this year, but it's definitely something that I've enjoyed since I've been at Bryant.
So there you go, WJMF.com. Check out Jeff Covitz. Jeff, I got to give myself a shameless promotion here. If you ever need a guest for your show, an expert like me, I'd be glad to lend you guys a few minutes. But so keep me in mind. But I really want to thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate your time. Congratulations on the Week 1 win. Congratulations on 3 great years at Bryant. And all the best on Saturday, and all the best for your senior season. Thanks a lot, Jeff. We really appreciate it.
Great. Thank you very much, Ralph. It was great being on here.
And that's Bryant defensive end Jeff Covitz. He led the NEC in sacks last year. He was a first-team all-defensive end last year. And you can watch Jeff and the Bulldogs live this Saturday, their home opener on NECFrontRow.com. It's Bryant hosting an old Division II rival, Merrimack, live on Front Row, 1 o'clock Saturday. So tune in and catch this guy, Jeff Covitz, and the Bulldogs. For the NEC, I'm Ralph Ventre. Thank you very much for joining us on our weekly football Google Hangout presented by Geico. We'll see you again next week, folks.